Today we're going to be talking about my favorite genre, and that is musical theatre. Hi everyone, this is Kerri Ho from the Songbird.com. Thank you so much for writing into me and requesting some more tips on musical theatre. Because I am such a musical theatre freak, I'd be more than happy to do this for you, and I'm going to have so much fun making this video, so thank you! Okay, today I'm going to contrast two different styles of musical theatre and give you some tools so that you can apply it into your own musical theatre performance. Okay, number one, the contemporary music theatre sound. This is characteristic of musicals such as Wicked and Hairspray. The singers that sing within these musicals usually will use more of a chest-dominant mix. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. Number two is the more legit musical theatre sound. This is characteristic of musicals like Phantom of the Opera and The Sound of Music. And in these musicals, the singers will usually sing with a much more head-dominant sound. So let me show you practically how different they sound. So in the contemporary music theatre genre, for example, in the song Defying Gravity from the musical Wicked, this is the chest-dominant mix that is used. So if you care to find me, look to the western sky. And in the legit musical theatre style, this is more of the sound that is used, and it is more of a head-dominant mix. For example, in the song My Favourite Things from The Sound of Music. Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens. Alright, how do we actually develop these different contrasting sounds for our own musical theatre performance? I'm going to show you right now. Here's an exercise for you to practice to develop your chest-dominant mix. So when we talk about a chest-dominant mix, we're talking about a mixed voice that has more chest voice in it, which gives it that powerful, loud, in-your-face sound, okay, that most contemporary musical theatre songs are characteristic of, okay? Now, here is an exercise I'm going to do. Now, I need to say to you that before you begin to do any chest-dominant mix exercises, you must already have a very strong developed head voice, okay? Because doing this prematurely before you've developed your head voice, it can actually result in you pulling your chest voice up because you will not have had a strong enough head voice in order to mix your chest voice with. Okay, so do make sure you do that. So if you haven't got a strong head voice yet, please go along to my videos on developing head voice and work on those first. And when you have a strong head voice, then come back and do these exercises. All right, so here we go. This is a really good one to develop your chest dominant mix. And it's about incorporating the call. You know, when you call out to someone, when you go, hey you, stop, you know, that kind of feeling. All right, that's what I want you to think about when you're singing these exercises. Don't think of them too much as being really overly sung, but more just called out as if you're calling out to a person across the road, across the street. Okay, so like this. This exercise is hey-ya, hey-ya. All right, so say with me, hey-ya, hey-ya. Okay, now we're gonna sing it. We're gonna start at G4. Hey-ya, 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 hey-ya. Hey-ya, 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 hey-ya. Okay, so with a chest dominant mix, you should be able to get up to about E flat 5. But feeling very, very comfortable. If you're feeling yourself straining, then you really need to go and work on your head voice strengthening and, you know, just keeping your throat open and the soft palate. So go and check out my videos on how to belt to look at that as well, and also my video on how to belt without straining. Okay, now the second style was the legit musical theatre style. Here's an exercise where you can develop a head dominant mixed sound that is still grounded in your chest voice. So it's got more head voice in it. That's why it's called a head dominant mix. But there is still chest voice undergirded. It is not completely head voice, okay? We're not doing, like for example, we're not going raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens. You know, that's completely head voice, and that's not what we're going for. We're going for a head voice dominant sound that is undergirded in your chest tone, okay? Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens. A little bit more spoken, okay? What's a good one? You're gonna laugh at me actually, but it's you know that song "Row, Row, Row Your Boat"? All right. The second bit, the merrily, merrily bit. Do this with me. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. So there you go. You've got an exercise for you to develop a more chest dominant mix for your more contemporary music theatre style, and you've got a head dominant mix exercise to help you develop for the more legit musical theatre styles. I really hope that you thought that was helpful, and if you did and you liked this video, please, it would make my day if you would click like and also subscribe to this channel. And please, I would love to hear from you. Please go down and click on the link below, go to my blog post and leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts on singing musical theatre or any questions that you might have. And while you're there at my website, please become a subscriber. When you do, you actually get the first module of my complete vocal training program completely free. That is 13 tracks that you can just put onto your phones and be practicing and building your best voice on the run. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time, Songbirds. Don't forget to get grounded, take flight, and sing! Add it as a exercise.